So, finally, back doing another review. It's been a couple of months, I think, since my last book review, and I've read a few and just keep meaning a review and just, you all know how my life is with the kids and my own writing and events and making plaques and procrastinating. Uh, but I'm giving procrastinating up this week. So that's when I say this week, it's definitely going to be before Christmas if I can find time. But yeah, so that's happening. Not definitely happening, but it's possibly happening. Anyway, yeah, this book I'm going to do a quick review of and not give it the justice it deserves because I'm not the best at these things. But here we go. Is Popelic Massacre by Eric Butler, and it fucking blew my mind. Once again, this is just going to be full of swearing because that's what I do, and that's fucking how it is. So you have to deal with it. But yeah, Popelic Massacre is fucking amazing. Eric's a great guy. I think I've known him on Facebook for about a year now. Someone tagged me and him in a post about a year ago and hashtagged me and Eric as Team Good Guy. I don't know why, because I'm a bastard. But yeah, but we've been Team Good Guy ever since. I finally got around to reading one of his books, and it fucking blew my mind. Uh, I'm a massive fan of Richard Lehman's work, and I have. Well, these fucking new glasses are killing me, by the way. So I'm going to take them off and pretend I can see you, which I can't see you anyway. But yeah, so I'm a massive fan of Richard Lehman's work. I've got all his books, I believe, uh, and I'm fucking obsessed. And when he passed away, selfishly, I might add, uh, there was a void in my horror reading in terms of how much I loved his work, and I've been trying to find someone that fills the hole, fills the void. I want someone to fill my void, basically. Uh, make of that what you will. Uh, yeah, and I found no one. There's been lots of people saying, "Oh, this is the new Richard Lehman," blah blah blah. It's all bullshit. There's been no one like it. And then I read "No One Rides for Free" by Judith Sonnet. I think early this year, and and I said to her that in an inbox that she is the most like Lehman, and that's the only one of her books I've read, but she is the most like Richard Lehman that I'd read at the time. And now Eric is another one. Eric's this Popelic Massacre just felt so like it was like reading a Richard Lehman novel. It's so, and I mean that as a compliment, obviously. It was so well written. Uh, a big problem for me when reading stories is I tap out a lot on dialogue. I'm saying this in an interview the other day. I tap out a lot with dialogue. It feels clunky sometimes when men are writing teenage girls. I hope I'm not the same, but some people writing teenage girls, for me, it doesn't come across. And I'm not a teenage girl, despite what you may think. Uh, but it, it it just comes across not how I would imagine they would talk. So I kind of lose it a little bit there, and that's not every male author, just a couple, and other people may be fine with it. But for me, I struggle with dialogue and a lot of things like that. Eric's dialogue in his books is just, I was going to say the phenom word, but I can't say it. Phenomenal, 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 phenomenal. It's one of those, I believe. His dialogue, when people are talking, it feels so realistic. Uh, and another thing I'm a big fan of in this book, and I'm assuming he does it in all of his books, is there's going to be spoilers here. So if you don't like spoilers, fuck off now, uh, because I'm going to say some stuff. There's characters in this, uh, and Eric does it in a very layman way. I think that he he builds the character up and he gives you this story and he gives you a bit of back story and you kind of see it from their point of view and you kind of get to know the character and then whatever happens and they're fucking dead. There's there's no there's no like drawn out. seen so much for them to die, bang, fucking gone. And that for me is fucking amazing. Uh, you know, I I always struggle, and I'm going to digress now because I always fucking digress, and that's how it is. Uh, and I'm going to upset people with this, but I loved Hicks in Aliens, one of my favourite characters in a film. Loved him in Aliens. Aliens 3, which I absolutely love. I know people hate it, but I love it. When Aliens 3 starts and you find out Hicks is dead uh, because the old a bit of metal has gone through the sleep chamber, I don't know what that is. Bit of metal has gone through the sleep chamber and, yeah, and speared him and killed him. Uh, and I know a lot of people who cut up rough and went, that's, he deserved a better death than that. Hicks was a hero and he deserved a better death. And I always say, you don't get the death you deserve, you get the death you get. I think that's real life. So many people I've known have died who deserved a better death than what they got. You get the death you get, and that's what makes it real. And that's what made Eric's book so fucking real. One minute, there's this character being kind of built up, and uh, he's attracted to the main character, blah blah blah, and they're building it up. Next minute, someone fires a gun down a cave tunnelway. Tunnelway, is that a word? It is now. Uh, Shot one of them. They fall on the floor, and then it goes back, and it's this fucking guy that Eric's built up is fucking dead, and and when I say that, I don't mean it as a criticism. That's fucking bold. That's brave. That he's just fucking. Because I know so many people who would give a drawn out death for this guy, and it's when people make everything happens for a reason, and everything has to count, and everything has to tie in. Life's not like that. Life shit fucking happens. We all know that. I'm a Spurs fan. I especially know that shit fucking happens on a daily basis. So in this book, characters die that you go, what the fuck? Where's that come from? They die and it fucking works because it's just brutal and it fucking happens and it's kids running past me, uh, and it makes it so real, and it makes it and Eric's a fucking talent, man. He really is a fucking talent, and I'm definitely going to be reading more of his stuff, and it just fucking shook me. It really fucking, and I'm a big cryptid fan. I love cryptids. Yeah, I love anything cryptozoological. Been a massive fan for as long as I can remember. Uh, it blows my mind, but I've never heard of the Pope Lick. Pope Lick, two different words, Pope Lick or one word, Pope Lick monster. Uh, so since I've read the book, I've done a bit of reading about it and stuff, and it's fucking fascinating. Fascinating that Eric's like gone, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm taking this and this is now fucking mine. Uh, and yeah, it's amazing. The new book is coming out, which is my next read. Uh, Silly Rabbits, which is just going to be fucking amazing. If it's half as good as the first book, it's going to be fucking brilliant. Because the first book just fucking blew my mind. I keep saying fucking blew my mind. I haven't got a lot of mind to blow, but this fucking book was amazing. Really, really, man. And it's one of these. Eric's like Megan, Stockton, and Candice Nola, and you know they're not just great writers. They're fucking nice people as well. It's really irritating. All this talent and personality. How fucking dare they? Uh, and then there's the rest of us. Or there's me, and I'm over here in the corner like bastards. But no, respect to them. They're all amazing writers, all amazingly fucking lovely people, and yeah, Eric's book, Pope Lick Massacre. If you haven't read it, fucking go and read it now. No fucking arguments. Go and read it, get it done, and yeah, it's amazing. Go and do it. Thank you.